Welcome back to the remote cream spot. I'm the remote Nicolicious Dickalicious. I'm here with my best friend Rob.
Yeah, I'm remote Rob today, so yeah, that's I'm in my own place of purgatory right now.
Yeah, are you well, let's
the palace of purgatory.
Let's do our Patreon subscribers real quick and then we'll chat. How about that?
Sure, that sounds great.
First off, we have Seth L. I'm hoping the last letter, I'm hoping L stands for Larry. Seth Larry. We love you, buddy. Thanks for listening to the show, Seth Larry, Seth L.
And next we got Victor Verde. Thank you very much, Mr. Verde.
Sounds like a very delicious sauce that I would like to put on a taco.
Please.
Rio Valencia. What a majestic, exotic name. Rio, thank you for your Patreon pledge. I don't know if you're man, woman, cat, or dog, but you sound beautiful. Thank you.
Another exotic name, we got Rotted Cum. Thank you very much, Mr. Cum. I hope that's your government name.
That's what I mumble to myself every time I take my underwear off. Rotted Cum. Justin Walker, as in Justin, Texas Walker Ranger. Justin, thanks for the Patreon pledge. I love your gay cowboy boots.
And next we have next person we have. Their name is what I would name my pussy if I had one. It's Kitty Cooley. Thank you very much, Kitty Cooley.
You don't have to not have one to not name one. It's all right. Just,
okay, it's my pussy's name.
Fire away. Ron the Third, not Ron the Fourth or Ron the Second. We got Ron the Third. Thanks, buddy, for the Patreon pledge.
And Michael Bohannon, thank you very much, good sir.
We went to school with the Bohannon. He shot a guy in a mall parking lot.
Yeah, he was awesome though.
Hell of a football player too. He's a fast dude.
Awesome kid, awesome guy. Besides shooting people, that sucks. But
speaking of cum, Brock Seaman, thank you for your Patreon pledge. We appreciate it, Mr. Seaman.
And next we got Derpy Darby. Thank you very much, Darby.
Old Diarrhea Darby. Thanks for the Patreon pledge. Taylor Christie. Thank you, Taylor, for the Patreon pledge. And you have a very purple profile picture. It's beautiful. Thank you.
And next person's profile picture is a pussy, and his name is Jason Messer, just like him. Thank you very much, Jason. You fucking bitch.
Jeez, man. Who does number 2 work for? Thank you for the Patreon pledge. Who does number 2 work for?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It is a good question.
And next we got, I'm going to mess up this last name, but we have Louise Lunis.
Luis? I think it's Luis.
Louise, yeah, it is. You're right.
Her husband talks to us all the time. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Louise.
They're from over the pond, so you got to cut them some slack. But Luinus.
Lay anus.
Lay into my anus. Yeah, right there. And last but not least, as soon as we're done with this Zoom call, I'm going to lay into Uranus, Robert.
Yes.
It's going to work out. Last but not least, we got Raymond Zint. Raymond, thank you for the Patreon pledge. Come join us on Patreon at patreon.com/Brahio podcast. And
please do.
We don't ever record remotely.
No, we hate it.
I fucking hate recording remotely.
It sucks.
I think it's trashy. I think it stinks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's miserable.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a situation.
Oh, yeah.
Are you comfortable?
Emphasis on a situation.
Are you comfortable talking about your situation, or would you like to pass on that?
Sure. Yeah, I have AIDS.
We've been trying to get together for over a week now. Last week we didn't release an episode because Rob just wasn't feeling good. He was sick.
Yeah, I woke up last Monday. Didn't go to work, which is not normal for me.
Yeah.
I woke up at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I had a 102-degree fever.
Hell yeah, buddy.
It sucked. Yeah, I felt like shit. I was having cold sweats. I'd get up to go take a piss, and I would start shaking. Like I couldn't even hold my dick. I was just pissing all over the place because I was getting the chills so bad. My lower abdomen was hurting like a bitch. And
did you think you were having like appendicitis, or your spleen was about to rupture or something?
I thought I was having a kidney stone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were fucking worse, man. Those suck.
Yeah. So I was thinking I was having a kidney stone. So because that's how it usually starts. So I'm ready to kill myself.
Right now or then?
No, then.
Okay.
So pretty much I stayed in bed. I called off for 2 days, stayed in bed, slept 40 hours and 48 hours.
Hell yeah,
So,
man.
After that, you know what? I felt pretty good. I had still having some lower abdomen pains, and I'm like, okay, great. This fucking sucks. I don't want to pass a kidney stone. That's like awful. And
It's
so
literally a rock coming out of your dick, man. That's terrible.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. This is kind of shitty. And I was like, well, just in case, let me go get a fucking COVID test done. And fucking pop, there it is. So
Pop goes the weasel.
Yep. So we tested positive finally. This is like I don't know how we dodged it for so long. We got 3 out of 5 people, actually 3 out of 6 people in our house have it now. Well, had or have it. We're still trying to play it safe. I think I'm good I'm in the clear, but I got tested 3 or 4 days ago and I was still positive. So I'm just playing it safe right now, but yeah, it hasn't been bad. I would much rather have COVID than kidney stones. So I'm glad it's not that. Yeah, it's been real easy for all of us. Nobody's really had anything bad happen to him. I'm like, my taste and my smell's gone.
Oh, man.
But I mean, it's slowly coming back. Like it depends on certain things. Like a couple days ago, it was pretty bad. I couldn't taste anything. Today, it's coming and going. It's still there a little bit, real faint. Everything's like it's like everything's watered down pretty much. But
so say like you were blindfolded, squatted down in a bathroom stall, and
yes,
you were doing like a taste test.
Mm-hmm.
You think you'd be able to taste what you were sucking or whatever you were eating?
A couple days ago, no. So it's real weird because like I went and got some.
A couple days ago, I did that exact thing.
Yeah.
I did not like it very much.
I had it was a couple things that I had a cookie. That's what it was. And I could tell what I was eating was something sweet, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you it was a cookie.
That pissed me off, dude.
Yeah, it sucked. I could drink things and I could tell what I was drinking was lemonade.
I know what you mean.
Because it has like the citrusy taste to it, but I couldn't tell you what flavor lemonade it was.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same now. Like earlier we had like a roast beef and green beans and mashed potatoes. I ate some green beans, which I normally don't like. I mean, I don't hate them, but I normally wouldn't eat them. I could tell what I was eating was a green bean, but it didn't taste like it. It's really weird. It's like everything's just off.
Well, man, I'm sorry you're going through that. That sucks.
Yeah, you know what? It's not that bad. I'm luckily, like I said, it's real easy. It's real, not too bad for us, but
it's different for everybody.
Sucks. Yeah, it sucks we can't be in person.
Yeah, it does.
I'm hoping to.
I feel like I'm
test good again before the Super Bowl because I want to fucking do something.
Yeah, and that we haven't done a show since that.
Yeah,
the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, and
couple days, man,
is a monumental moment in both of our lives.
Cincinnati schools are all shut down.
I know.
This is huge.
Not that they teach those fuckers anything anyways.
Exactly.
Shitty school system. Cincinnati's like, we're shutting down our school system the day after the Super Bowl. And I'm thinking to myself, those kids act like you never even opened the fucking place opened the school in the first place. It sucks.
Kids are like, wait, we go to school?
Yeah, they're a bunch of crayon chalk eaters and shit. They're terrible.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, poor kids.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Well, next week hopefully we'll be together, because when we record remotely, it's like we're recording with someone we don't even know. It makes it awkward. Like it's like when you get a boner at work. It's really awkward,
It is. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, so we can't really tell when each other are going to be talking. I mean, I can't see your beautiful lips moving, and
yeah. You don't have a camera. You don't have a camera, do you?
Not on this computer. I do on my phone. But
okay, no, that's okay. There's really not that much of not that bad on Zoom tonight for whatever reason.
No, this is actually. I mean, I also have a better computer now too, so that probably helps out.
Yeah, or that fucking Yabba Dabba Doo 5000 you used to record on.
Yeah, I used to have to have like I used to have like bicycle pedals under my desk that I'd have to pedal to keep my computer running.
That's all right, man. That's all right. All right, well, you got a funny newspaper article before we get going here. It says suspect in Las Vegas crash said ghost of NASCAR driver told him to drive the wrong way.
Yes.
This is from Fox 5 in Las Vegas. A man accused of intentionally driving the wrong way on 215 Beltway told a judge Tuesday that the ghost of a NASCAR driver told him to do it. Daniel Asif, 51 years old, faces charges of attempted murder, driving under the influence, and battery with a deadly weapon after vehicle crashes reported in the area of Lake North Drive and Fort Apache Road near Sahara Avenue. In a court hearing Tuesday, Asif told the judge that the ghost of Dale Earnhardt himself, God rest his motherfucking gear shifting, gas pumping, brake not touching motherfucking ass, God rest his soul. He told the judge the ghost of Dale Earnhardt told him to drive the wrong way on the freeway in order to get the mayor's attention and bring NASCAR back to Las Vegas.
Hell yeah.
Hey, bud, if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. Judge Ann Zimmerman noted that Asif reportedly had heroin and methamphetamine in his system at the time of the crash.
Fucking party, bro.
Hey, ain't no party like a Dale Earnhardt party, because a Dale Earnhardt party don't stop. Prosecutors asked for a $200,000 bail or 200,000 gallons of Mountain Dew, including alcohol monitoring and a ban on driving. The judge set bail at $500,000, ordering Asif not to drive and calling him a danger to the community. Hey, listen, bub. I like when the bumpers are touching. You're chirping gears. Driving into the fucking wall. Oh, Dale Earnhardt, man. The ghost of Dale told you to do it.
That's the only ghost you listen to, man.
It is.
There ain't no such thing as a fucking, you don't listen to the Holy Ghost. You listen to the fucking, the Intimidator.
The Intimidator is the Holy Ghost.
Exactly. That's the only Holy Ghost you need to worship.
You're just driving, and all of a sudden in your ear, you hear somebody, hit the fucking gas, bud. You gotta go.
Fucking hit it, brother.
You feel that coffee smoke-drenched mustache tickling your neck just like Grandpa right before he smash that butt to pieces.
I may got to.
Yeah. All right, before we get going too much more, I'm gonna go take some nose spray because the gig is up.
All right, I'm gonna go get me a glass of bourbon in our just to make me feel like I'm in the studio a little bit.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Rob got a drink. I went and got some nose spray because my nose clogs every time I start to do the podcast.
It's all that cocaine.
It's all that cocaine.
Cocaine.
I'll maybe someday after I.
We don't make cocaine money yet.
No, not yet. No, I did have a little incident. It's snowing. It's wintertime here in Ohio. I was cruising down Interstate 75. There's a car about 6 or 7 car lengths ahead of me. He was driving a little wagon, and the top of his wagon was covered in ice.
Oh, yeah.
Big sheet of fucking ice flew straight up in the air about 150 goddamn thousand feet. Came down like a heat-seeking cum missile and hit right in the middle of my windshield and shattered my windshield from top to bottom, left to right.
Yeah, man, you sent me that video and I was like, oh, your picture, and I felt bad, man. That shit sucks.
Yeah, it does. Especially, it's a relatively new car. And this is pretty frustrating that there's two tales to this story. So the guy saw it happen in his rear view. And he accelerated, tried to get away. He did not compensate. He did not plan for how fucking crazy Nicolicious is. As I hit the sport button in the Fusion, and I caught up to him in about half a second. And then I pulled up right next to him. I laid on my horn. Mind you, we're going about 70, 80 miles an hour at this point. Because he's trying to get away, and I lay on my horn, and he won't even look at me. He's just staring straight ahead. And I know he was just shitting his pants. He knew what happened.
Okay, he was.
He was scared for his fucking life. He thought I was the Yakuza or the fucking, the cartel. And
right.
And I said, all right. And I'm laying on my, I'm just honking at him, dude. And he's not looking. So I said, all right, taking a hard ride. I'm Dale. Speaking of ghost of Dale Earnhardt, I'm putting this motherfucker into the wall right now. Interstate 75 northbound. He's going down. And I swerve over, and I see him. He had a swerve to not get hit by me, because at this point I'm thinking, you fuck my windshield up, I'm taking a fender with me. I'm taking a wheel well. I'm going to fuck your rims up. So, I got full coverage on this bitch. We're going. Right. We're dancing. If you're going to get away, I'm going to get a new fucking car out of it. And then I saw his wife start beating the shit out of him, like, slapping him, telling him to pull over, and he pulled over, and I pulled over, and he was like, man, I'm sorry. And I started to get crazy, like, you got to clean your fucking car off. But he's a really nice guy. I know he like thought about trying to not stop, but he was a super nice guy, and he immediately like took ownership of it. Like, I'm sorry. Let's exchange information. I want you to get your stuff fixed. I'm going to take care of it. He was offering to pay for it himself, all that. And I was like, cool. I still want to call the cops and file a report just because I don't know you. I called the cops, 911. They're like, oh, Montgomery County Regional Dispatch. And they said, we'll send a car right up. Then, 40 minutes later, I get a call from Dayton Police on my cell phone. Just from an unknown number. And he's like, hi, Nick, this is Officer. It's going to be a few hours before we can get up there to the highway and take care of you. I'm like, a few fucking hours? Gee, what are you motherfuckers doing? Like, you just, what are you, at the range? You down there fucking shooting people in the street? What the fuck's going on? So they never came. The cops never came after calling 911. Very refreshing feeling to know that we are officially in a city where you call 911 and the police do not come, even if you want them to come. We kind of got other stuff to do, man. I didn't think Dayton would ever be that, but it officially is that, unfortunately, and they did not come.
That's crazy.
So that was Saturday. Sunday, no movement on the insurance end. Monday, a little bit of movement. But today, they gave me a rental, and they gave me the money to have the mirror fixed. The windshield. The windshield's like $1,000 to get fixed, man. The last windshield I had replaced. Are you
fucking serious?
Like $150. It's got little, It's got little invisible heating wires in it, and then rain sensors. So it's a little different, man.
I was gonna say I had to have the rear window on my truck fixed, the rear glass, and it was like $150. It was like, damn.
The windshield down on the Camry about 2 years ago, it was $170, I think, and that's what I was expecting for this. And I told the guy at the scene, I said, dude, last time I had this done, it was about $150. He's like, man, let me know, and I'll shoot you over the money on Zelle or right away, And I called the glass company, and they're like, it's going to be about $1,300. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I called the next place, and they're like, yeah, going to be about $1,000, $1,100. So I told this guy, I said, we better do this through insurance, man. It's pretty steep. And the insurance company, they took my pictures and sent the money right over. So
that's insane.
Yeah, it sucks though, man. It's scary. Just people need to clean off their fucking cars. Get the goddamn broom out, go out there, heat your car up, push the ice off. You really are jeopardizing the life of everyone around you by not getting the ice off of your vehicle.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Lazy bastards. Lazy fucks.
I had the same thing happen to me. Well, it didn't actually hit me, but we were driving down the road and a big sheet flew off of a top of a semi, which obviously they can't really do much about that. But yeah, it looked like an avalanche happened on the road when that shit hit. We had to like slam on our brakes, and then we saw it just smash into the road.
Dude, that's scary stuff, man. And then
it is.
You're usually shit out of luck when it happens because you can't catch the people.
Mm-hmm.
Me, on the other hand, I said, I'm not paying for this one. You better pull over, bud.
Sport mode.
Yep, sport mode. Had the fucking Crocs on and everything. All right. Well, we asked and we received. We had 2 different episodes ready for you. I had dimensional jumping, kind of like time warp shit.
Hell yeah.
That actually came out a little bit boring, but that's the problem with this shit. Anytime I research something and then I have to sit on it for a few days, I always think to myself how bad it sucks.
Yeah.
And I kind of talked myself out of it. And so then we moved on to Tinder Nightmares. And I don't even know how the fuck to use Tinder if it's a, I don't know much about it, but I know it's an app. It's a dating app where it's a dating hookup app where you see pictures of people and you can swipe if you like it one way, swipe the other way if you think they're uglier than dog shit. And then in the rare instance that a woman swipes yes on a man and that man swipes yes, which usually they're ghost swiping. They swipe everything yes just to find somebody.
Yeah, if you're that desperate.
Yes. And
I think that would be my approach.
For sure. The stars align and you will be matched with someone that likes you as much as you like them. But in the event that you swipe on the wrong fucking person, you might gotten. You might get fucking killed. And that's what we're here to tell you about the dangers of Tinder. Robert, have you ever been raped on Tinder before? Or is that
I haven't. I don't think I'm that obtainable. That desirable.
That desirable.
Yeah.
That's
like,
okay.
I ain't gonna waste a good rape on this, man.
I'd swipe whatever direction's a good swipe. That's what I would do to you.
I'd swipe clockwise for you, my friend.
Yeah. You think there's people?
I'll eventually get you.
You think there's people that just swipe with their cock only, just like her?
That's like a double, like an extra, like. Use your dick.
Everyone's talking about this Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson show. On Hulu. And there was some guys at work talking about it. And I said, listen, this guy drove a boat with his dick. And no one believed me. They said, what? I said, yeah, whenever all the fucking Pam and Tommy shit first happened, man, in the sex video, he used his big old 10-inch schlong and he drove a boat. We drove a fucking boat with his dick. He had a boner. The dude kept a boner for this entire sex tape, but he used his dick to drive the boat. And that,
bless him,
the legend of Tommy Lee was born.
They did some pretty good casting for that movie. Those actors look very close to him.
And the Tommy Lee guy, just all the mannerisms and stuff. I haven't watched the second episode, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I do know he talks to a dick the entire episode. I've not officially watched it, but
sweet.
They said the dick has a little mouth and it talks to him, and they go back and forth for quite a while.
Nice.
Yeah. This first story, Wariana Wright, 26-year-old Wariana Wright from Wellington, New Zealand, met Gable Toasty on Tinder.
What the fuck? That's a real person? Gable Toasty.
Gable Toasty. Speaking of toasty, shit. I had Nutter Butter Cakesters as my dessert treat this evening. Are you familiar with Cakesters?
No, not at all.
Cakesters are little soft, spongy, the size of like the size of a cookie on an Oreo, but a little thicker. They're little doughy, soft, like super soft, a mix between cookie and cake. And they put a layer of nutter butter or nutter butter, the red package.
They
put the nutter butter, peanut butter, and they put another cakester on top, and you got like an ice cream, or you got a peanut butter cake sandwich with peanut butter in the middle.
That sounds very enjoyable.
I dunked it in milk, and my wife's like, I can smell you getting larger. And I said, yeah, that's my dick, not my belly. So bug off. Gable Toasty. A week later, on August 7th, 2014, the two met up and went on a date, which led to the couple going to Toasty's apartment. Once there, the two got into an argument, and Toasty allegedly choked Wright and locked her outside on his balcony. Apparently, Wright tried to escape and fell off of the balcony to her death. For reasons still unknown, Toasty recorded an audio recording on his phone during a spat. On the audio, which was later played during Toasty's trial, you can hear him shouting to Wright that she was lucky he didn't throw her off the balcony, followed by expletives. 28-year-old Toasty was arrested for her death, but he was acquitted of all charges. And
wow,
what was crazy about this? They had like this Tinder date was 3-4 hours long, and this guy had a recording device going the entire time. And I did get on YouTube, and I was able to track down the 3.5 hour recording that was used in trial. And this part of the recording is at the 1 hour and 22-minute mark. And it's kind of weird. Kind of a little bit weird. I don't know. It's he's a really fucking mean dude for whatever reason. I'll go ahead and play that for you now.
Okay.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
No!
Hmm?
No! No!
And at this part, I think she picked up like some decorative rocks, and she threw
Who
them
the fuck do you think you are?
and she threw them across the apartment. And this is kind of when things took a turn for the worse. And he sounds like a cold, calculated murderer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She's obviously under the influence of whatever, but she started to bug out a little bit. And here, I'll play some more.
Okay.
You're trying to kill me, huh?
No!
Why'd you try to hit me with that?
No!
Huh?
No! 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 No!
Fucking mouth. This is all on recording, you know? It's all being recorded. I would, but you've been a bad girl.
Yeah, without playing any more of that, that's
Damn.
a pretty fucking sticky situation right there. Unfortunately, she was murdered that evening. And this was
Damn.
all because she swiped and he swiped and the swipes met up. And the only swiping I'm doing is after I take a big greasy shit, okay?
Big karate chop.
And unfortunately, I think this is their first date. This is the first time they got together after
Dang, man.
just swiping on Tinder, dude.
That's
Fucking-
crazy.
Yeah, and unfortunately, she lost her life that night because this fucking bastard, this piece of shit, Gable Toasty, took her life.
What a shitty name.
Yeah, shitty dude, shitty name, and he was acquitted of all charges.
That's crazy. I don't see how that happened.
You heard him right there. He says, "You've been a bad girl." You could tell he had. I don't know. I feel bad for her and her family. That's
Yeah,
a
for
bad
sure.
bad one. So, all right. Well, he'll let you take the next one there.
All right, I am. Let's see. We got Sydney Luffy. Let's say Luffy.
Loof is what I use to clean my pussy in the shower.
That's exactly what it is. So 24-year-old Sydney Luffy of Lincoln, Nebraska met Bailey Boswell, 23 years old, on Tinder, and the two set up a date for November 15th, 2017. Luffy was excited about the date, even taking photos of herself getting ready and posting them on Snapchat with the caption, "Ready for my date." Ooh. The next day, Luffy did not show up for work or call in, and family and friends began to worry. It wasn't long before a search party was set up and the FBI got involved in the disappearance. Investigators were already looking into Bailey Boswell, the woman whom Luffy was last known to be with, as well as Boswell's roommate, 51-year-old Aubrey Trail. The two have made several statements online denying any involvement in Luffy's disappearance. The pair were arrested on unrelated charges, and on December 5th, 2017, Luffy's body was finally found several weeks later in a rural area dismembered. The FBI are awaiting autopsy results.
This is all because people are just swiping on Tinder. You don't know what the fuck you're getting
Man.
yourself into by talking to some of these people on there. This is why I never use. Well, the reason I never used Tinder is because I was married before it was even made. But
Yeah.
just sounds dangerous. It sounds like you're setting yourself up for craziness. And we put out the all call on Facebook because I had some Tinder stories that were going to be on the show. And I just on Facebook, I didn't put it on Twitter or Instagram. I said, hey, if you've had a bad Tinder experience, send us an email. We were absolutely flooded with emails of people that have had bad, fucking vile situations on Tinder. And
yeah, it's crazy. It was blowing up. I saw that.
Just from the small amount of people that listen to this show compared to the entire world and all the people, just the ratio of people that listen to us that are on Facebook that have had bad Tinder experiences tells me that it's no fucking place for anybody, Rob.
Yeah, it definitely sounds scary.
Unless you got you a big old cock or a loose meat sandwich for a vagina, which I have one of those, and it's not a whatever, but it does not sound like a place for normal people like you and I, buddy.
For sure.
Francia Ruth Ibarra. 26-year-old Francia Ruth Ibarra met Emmanuel Delani Valdez Bocangegra, also 26 years old, through Tinder.
Dang.
You know, there's another app called Grindr that's specifically for trading recipes, various, if you got a good recipe for scrambled eggs or a meatloaf, or you have a really good way of packing fudge or whatever. Grindr's a good app to trade recipes.
That sounds like something we should get on.
Yeah, we could try it. We'll try it after this.
Okay.
The two had gone on several dates, but during their last meetup on December 13th, 2016, Ibarra went missing. Police went to Bocangegra's Mexico City home to question him regarding Ibarra's disappearance, where they discovered human bones in a garbage bag.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it could have been a lizard, could have been a fucking cat. No, they were human bones. The police believe that Ibarra may have turned down Bocangegra's sexual advances, which caused him to murder her and dissolve her body in hydrochloric acid. He then left the bones on the balcony of his apartment, and emotionless Bocangegra was later arrested for the murder after he, took his Tinder Dates body, chopped the motherfucker up, put it in a trash bag, dumped some hydrochloric acid on there, not worried about COVID because this is 2016, and dissolved her body in a fucking hefty trash bag.
It's crazy, man.
All because why, Robert?
Because they were fucking horny.
They were swiping, buddy. They were just swiping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swiping.
They could have been horny. You don't know.
There was. I get horny all the time. It's not an unnatural thing. It's just something you gotta live with, and you gotta. Have you noticed a change in your sex drive with COVID, Robert?
No, not really.
Yeah, man. When it first was a thing, my wife got really sick with it. About the second day of her being, the fever, the chills, just bedridden.
Right.
I was kind of running the show here at the house, and I heard her in there kind of stirring after a day of being sleeping.
Yeah.
And I went in there and she looked awful. I mean that in the sweetest way that a man can say that about his wife. Her hair was a mess.
You could just tell she was sick.
Her face is fiery red.
Yeah.
She fucking just, on her deathbed. And I laid down next to her and she said, "You can't be here." And I said, "I am okay. I'll be fine," And I told her that. And she's like, "Will you just rub my back? My back hurts so bad." And all of us know that anytime a man rubs his wife's back, gives her a back massage, it is going to resort to him pinning her down and taking his prize. And this may not be the case for everybody, but every time I rub my wife's back, I get a boner. And I don't know what I can do about it to make it not happen. But this instance was no different than any of the other occasions. Started to rub her beautiful back, and I got a rock hard boner. Just 3 inches of rage, fury. Just one of those boners that looks like it's been sitting on the front porch doing push-ups for an entire week, And I told her,
one of them prison yard boners.
one of them prison fucking boners. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them rec yard boners. The boner looks like it's been on yard rec for a fucking month. Out there, that fucking boner looks like it's been playing racquetball and spades on the picnic table.
Like when you're in prison, the first time you see your roomie's butt crack when he bends over to pick up his break that he just made.
Yeah, a boner looked like it had a fucking cell phone in its ass. One of them boners. And I said, sweetheart, I'm sorry, but I got to take this. I got to take this call. And I took it from her. She didn't resist. I took it from her. We made sweet love, and she said, you know, you're going to get sick now, right? And I said, I know, but it was worth it. I feel good. I feel a lot better. I've been missing you. Been here in the bedroom, a recluse, shut off from all of us. And guess what, Rob? I didn't get sick, buddy. I did not get sick.
That's the goal right there, man.
It is the goal. And it's pretty much because I kept her head pinned down into the...
Breathe under the pillow.
Yeah, don't breathe at me. But yeah, it's a true story, man. I didn't get sick. I shared sweet love with my wife, and nothing happened.
Shared. Oh man!
And thank God we've avoided it ever since. Fuck, man. I hope, for your sake, I hope if I come over there and try and get some, try and give you a back rub, I hope you don't resist it. I hope you don't say, "Oh, I'm sick, Nick."
No, I'll just do my duty.
Yeah. All right, this is a listener submitted one right here. So
all right, this is from our
tee this one
our
up
friend. Our friend Chris here. So it says, "Hey guys, firstly, thanks to both of you for everything you do on your podcast. Been listening since the very start, and it has caused me to almost come off the motorway on several occasions with laughter. And you bastards keep me company on a recent 8-month military deployment with the Royal Navy."
Oh, well, thank you for your service. Even though you're not part of our country, thank you for serving one of our allied countries.
There you go. Anyways, I was once blind swiping on Tinder. They got a lot of blind people on there. I guess just looking for blind people.
Oh no, this one's kind of bad. I feel bad you're reading this, but it's...
Anyways, I was once blind swiping on Tinder, not paying attention because I literally never get any matches on there at the time. Oh, that's sad. Now I'm in a good relationship. I'm no swamp donkey. And the morning after, I was shocked to see a message. It soon became apparent that this girl, God bless her, was severely disabled and in an electric wheelchair. Jeez Louise, got a Meals on Wheels. But I was too far gone. I was too far gone in the conversation before I knew this and agreed to take her for dinner anyways.
Did you say mule on wheels?
Yeah, man. That's what you call them.
Yeah.
Good old Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
They all deserve loving.
I know.
The venue was my local Italian restaurant in Manchester, and her father arrived and wheeled her out of the back of the special minivan that must have been used to ferry her about. The first problem we encountered was this eatery had no wheelchair ramp. So is that right? So I'm guessing maybe the waiter.
Yeah, the waiter. Yeah.
Okay. So the waiter and I wrestled her in and got a table. I ordered a pint of lager, and then of course she only wanted a Pepsi. Drunk driving. I'm sure it's electric chair.
No.
and went to order food. It turned out that she couldn't actually eat anything due to her disability. Anyway, I was a gentleman and paid. Probably should have, seeing she only had a €3 refillable Pepsi. I'm guessing that's what that is.
£3.
£3. Isn't that the same thing? Is there a difference?
Know,
I don't fucking know.
I'm not from Spain.
I couldn't imagine carrying £3 of change in my pocket. That's
fucking crippling.
That would get annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, her dad came forward, thanked me for taking her on a date that she'd never been on one before. She was lovely, and we had a nice time. Just so you know, this is not an attack on the disabled. The worst part was I texted her the day after to make sure she had a nice time and got home okay, and was ghosted.
Oh,
she
God.
never replied. Made me question my whole existence. Keep up the good work, fellas. Love the show. Sween Dog or Teeny Weeny Sweeney, as was in his patron shout. Oh yeah, I remember that.
What? But I mean, that wasn't. that feels special to me, man. Like she'd never gone on a date before, and he got to be her first time.
Yeah. Even if she did ghost him.
I hate to even talk about this, but back when we were in high school, I always had like a soft spot for girls that I knew had never dated anybody, or, kind of the never been kissed thing. I always, if there was a couple special needs girls, and not that I wanted to be intimate with a special needs girl, but I thought about, like, what if I took her to prom? It was that was in my heart. Like, I wanted to do nice things for girls like that, but we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't really have that opportunity in school, but I always thought, like, these girls are never going to get to possibly experience like high school as we are experiencing it. So it was just always something that weighed on my heart. Like, hey, one day you'll get the opportunity to show one of these girls, how it is to have fun as a regular high school kid.
Right.
And I never really got that opportunity. But then we got some foreign exchange students.
It's funny because I was getting ready to say, I remember everybody used to try to fuck the foreign exchange students.
Okay, hold on a second. We had this French girl come. She was a foreign exchange student. And I talked to her first couple days there, and she was scared. She was so nervous. She kept on asking me the question if I thought that she would get any friends. If I thought that she would, I said, yeah, everyone here is super, super fucking nice, and I think that you will have no problems getting friends. But she was really stressing out over meeting people and trying to be normal like all of us other kids. This is our senior year of high school. And
who do we have to exchange for them?
I don't know.
Is that how that works?
No. We were all too poor in our school district to go to fucking
we were.
But
that's why it was weird that we even had them. That's why I always thought it was kind of crazy. Like, of all the schools, this tiny little school.
But they were pretty, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
But she was kind of nervous and really scared. So I started to get that vibe. Like, I can help this girl that's nervous. I can show her a good time. I can take her on a sweet. I can take her, and then the light bulb in my head went off. I said, I'm going to take this girl to homecoming, because it was right at the beginning of the year. I said, I'm going to ask her to homecoming. And no, I'm sorry. I already had a homecoming date, which was one of our best friends, Danielle. That's who I was going to homecoming with. We'd already had this arranged. We've been friends since 6th grade. I was simply going to ask the French girl on a date. Like, hey, you want to go on a date? I was going to take her Spaghetti Warehouse. We were going to go fucking Dave's World, play some video games on Dixie. We're going to do some wild shit, dude. I just want to take her out and show her, I didn't think about, I didn't have sex in the brain. I never really kind of operated that way, but I just want to take her out and have fun with her. And I wrote her a note. And in the note, I said, I would like to be the first man, boy, whatever, to take you out. I would like to take you out. Maybe we can go to dinner, but I would like to take you out on a date. And I wrote her the note because I knew that she wrote English a lot better than she could speak English. I knew she had a lot easier time writing instead of talking. And I wrote her the note, and I gave her the note, and oh my God, this girl fucking turned into a mushy pile of melted marshmallows when I handed her this note. I think she thought it was me proposing to her, and I was royalty or whatever. But she read it, and I didn't hear from her for the rest of the day. And then the next day, we had that class together, civics, and she was glowing when she saw me. She was strutting like a fucking peacock, dude. She was just like, yes, oh my God. And she wrote me a note, which was a reply to the love note. Not really the love note. It was a reply to the note that I sent her. And I opened up the note. Mind you, I've already made arrangements that I am going to homecoming with my best friend, Danielle. And there was, I opened up the note, and just like in all caps, yes, I will go to homecoming with you. I'm like, hold the fucking phone for a second. I did not ask you to go to homecoming with me. I simply asked you out on a date. So now I got to be mean to this bitch and tell her, hey, you fucking dumbass, You read the note wrong. I do not want to take you to homecoming. I cannot afford to take 2 bitches to homecoming. Homecoming is expensive. And I sure as shit am not double crossing Danielle and being like, 3 days before the dance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go alone. What in hindsight, that specific girl Danielle would probably be like, you fucking dumbass, but okay, that's fine, She'd have been okay. But I didn't want to leave her hanging, so then I had to fucking take this goddamn French girl aside. And in France, they don't wear fucking deodorant. They stink like shit all the time. She did. She was gorgeous, but she stunk. She didn't brush her teeth or wear any type of, deodorant.
Yeah.
It smelled like she's using cat shit for deodorant is what it smelled like to me. It was very sewage and an essence of sewage is what I could smell.
I'm glad you experienced that, not me.
I pulled her to the side and I said, "Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but I can't go to homecoming with you." And she's like, "I can go to homecoming with you." Oh man! So then I had to I had to word it I don't want to go to the dance with you. And God damn it, she started fucking wailing. She was crying so hard. I felt like I was half an inch tall. I want to kill myself. So then I'm hugging her. I'm giving her hugs. She fucking stinks horribly, dude. Beautiful.
So you're just like in like a smelly little hell.
It smells like I'm in a trout farm is what it smelled like. It was disgusting.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I'm hugging her. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous, but God, fucking could gag a maggot, dude. And I just broke her little French heart. That bitch didn't talk to me for the rest of the year. She was done with me. She hated my guts. She told everyone I had a small dick. She'd never even seen my dick. Never even close. She never even, I never held her hand or kissed her, but she was malicious after that. She'd put fucking food in my backpack in the lunchroom one day. She followed me in my car one day and fucking slammed my hand in the fucking door. What a
geez,
bitch, man. But
That's crazy.
I did do her dirty. Unfortunately, that's what happened.
Yeah, it sucks when there's a language barrier like that because it's like you can't really say what you meant.
Oh, I said it. I said, I don't want to go with you. I do not want to dance with you. He said, yes, I'll marry you. I'm like, no.
Oh, geez.
And this episode of the Brohio Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the Ultimate Men's Hygiene Bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer, where you're going to get 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the promo code BROHIO at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, that's about 8 billion balls. And they did send us this very special package, and it is packed with all kinds of goodies. Lip balm, body wash, shampoo, a ball trimmer, a nose hair trimmer, a crop. There's all kinds of hygiene, deodorant for your balls, stuff to make your genitalia smell wonderful, guys. So go check it out. All you have to do is go to manscaped.com, use the promo code BROHIO. I used the shampoo and the body wash this morning. It comes in a big aluminum pump bottle. Excellent for one-handed use. I don't know why you would only need one hand, but even better yet, this stuff is thick and creamy. You get a good lather. It smells wonderful. But then the crown jewel of the entire package, the Lawnmower 4.0 and the Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer, you're going to get all of that if you just go to manscaped.com and use the promo code BROHIO. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. Thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, the Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and also has a 400K LED spotlight. You need when you need a more precise, precision shave down there. This thing it's like installing a light plant in your shower, guys. You can see everything. You can see hair that you didn't even have, but you're going to be able to get rid of it. You just give it a little trim, you're ready to go. So to get 20% off and free shipping. All you have to do is go to manscaped.com, use a promo code BROHIO. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the promo code BROHIO. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. 2022 is going to be a very special year for you guys. This is the year you're going to get up off the couch and get back into the bedroom, and Blue Chew is going to help you with that. Guys, we know that confidence can take you far in life, and when you feel that confidence flowing through your veins, you're like a tiger on the prowl, looking for something to sink your teeth into. And if you're ready to feel that rush of confidence, Blue Chew can help you. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. The process is simple. You go to BlueChew.com, you sign up, you're going to talk to one of their licensed medical providers. They're going to take you through everything. They're going to send you your prescription, and it's going to be delivered right to your front door in a discreet package. No awkward doctor's visits. You don't have to go. You don't have to leave your house for any of this. It's all done online, so it takes the weirdness out of all of it, and it's going to come right to your front door. No one's going to know what you're getting because it's going to be in a nice, discreet package, and your package is going to be the package to talk about after you try Blue Chew. And Blue Chew's never failed me. Every time I've taken it, I've been an absolute champion in the bedroom. I'm sweating. My veins are pumping. I'm doing things I haven't done in a long time. I feel possessed. I feel like a man that's in there ready to get the job done. And if you're ready to get the job done, if you're ready to change the narrative in your bedroom under the sheets, all you have to do is go to BlueChew.com, and you're going to use the promo code BROHIO, and they've got some free stuff for you. And when I mean free, you get to try Blue Chew for free. All you have to do is pay $5 shipping. Again, guys, go to BlueChew.com, the promo code BROHIO to receive your first month free of Blue Chew. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And as always, we're beyond thankful to Blue Chew for sponsoring the Brohio podcast. This episode of the Brohio podcast is also brought to you by BetterHelp. I know a lot of you have a lot of different things going on inside of your head and your heart, and sometimes it is impossible to deal with it alone, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that. I was ashamed of it, and I reached out to my friends at BetterHelp, and they got me the help that I needed. Kind of help. I don't know. Almost felt like there was a circle with a piece missing, and they helped me connect the dots there to kind of make me feel whole and help me understand some things that I was going through. And maybe you are going through some stuff that you're having a hard time processing. I know I'm one to sit back and not talk about things no matter what you're going through, health, mental health issues, anxiety, stress, depression, anger, grief, self-esteem. Maybe you've lost a loved one, or you're going through a rough breakup, or someone has left your life that meant a lot to you. I know that it's not easy to deal with this stuff, and you feel like you're going through it alone, but you don't have to go through it alone. Our friends at BetterHelp will give you professional licensed therapists that you can start communicating with in under 24 hours. And it's not self-help, it's professional counseling. You can send a message to your counselors anytime. You're going to get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule visits, online visits that are convenient for you, weekly visits, video sessions or phone sessions, all without leaving the comfort of your own home. Anything you tell them is going to be completely confidential, and it's all convenient, professional, and affordable. If this is something that sounds like you could benefit from, which I know that all of you could, we have a very special deal for you, and I want you to start living a happier life. As a listener of the Brohio podcast, you will get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/Brohio. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, guys, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Brohio. If you do talk to them, send us an email. We'll chat back and forth about our experiences if you want to. We're another ear for you to talk into, and we'd be happy to communicate back and forth with you guys if it's something you are interested in. So again, go to betterhelp.com/Brohio, get your special deal. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring the Brohio podcast. All right. We are Emil. I'm going to skip down from that one. I'm going to go to Mike. Mike was a listener. He was a listener story. So Mike said, so I had been chatting with someone on Tinder for a few days. We were both in our late 30s. We decided to meet up and go to a sushi place. That's where it smelled like I was eating at when I was talking to that French girl. We meet there and she says, come hop in. I need to run a few places before we go in.
Uh-oh.
Like, dude, that seems weird. Like, you're meeting somebody on the first date. You know, you meet at a bar or a pizza place. But if you pull up and like, come on, get in, I got to run some errands. That's fucking weird for me.
It is real. No, it's really weird.
Mike says, I figure, okay, no problem. We'll talk a little. That's a desperate dude. He is on the hunt for pussy. He says, oh, no problem. I'll get in. We'll go fucking Elder Beerman's, pay your fucking credit card bill. We'll go on back to the old cash and go. We'll get your electric bill taken care of. We got some errands to run. He said, I figure out, okay, no problem. We'll talk a little before we go into dinner. First stop is at a liquor store. I live in Utah, so you can't go to the grocery store for that. I figured things were going well. Maybe she's going to have me come over for drinks afterwards. Next stop is the gas station. She comes out with just a box of condoms.
Oh, damn.
Now, I'm thinking this is going really well. I'm looking forward to I'm going to get my fucking dick fucking rocked off. He's looking forward to the rest of the night after she's got a bottle of liqueur, some condoms. Yeah, he's about to fucking go in. Next, she tells me she has to stop by her house. In my mind, I'm thinking, hell, motherfucking yeah, let's skip dinner and get right to action. I'd have been chubbed up so hard if that was what was going on with me. I'd have been upset about the condoms because I don't wear those. I haven't worn those in about, I don't know, it's 15, 17 years since I've started coitus with my wife. I don't even know how to put one of those things on.
They're not fun.
I actually don't even think they're real. I think they're fake.
It's an illusion.
I think they're a placebo. We get her to her house and go in. She introduces me to her 17-year-old daughter and tells me this will keep her and her boyfriend entertained while we have a fun night. We left and went and had dinner. She asked me if I wanted to go back to her place and party with them, the teenagers. Needless to say, I had to decline and went on my way. I received quite a few texts saying that what a horrible person I was and I shouldn't be so closed-minded. I blocked her shortly after that. So they went back to the house.
Wow.
She gave her 13-year-old daughter and her boyfriend a box of condoms and a bottle of liquor.
Damn.
Isn't that what your wife's mom used to do for you guys?
Man, no.
Bring you some of that old family brew, that wild Irish rose. You bring some of that, bud.
Oh man, that shit was awful.
Yeah, man. I had that one girlfriend in high school. We hang out at her grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
And her wild ass grandma was always trying to give me shots of shit, dude. She'd be like, come in here and try this water.
Granny trying to fuck.
That's kerosene. That's not water. That's got
exactly.
Why does that water got a worm in it?
Yeah, don't eat that worm.
So I hope I don't know. I can't get down like that, man. I can't let my kids run amok. I have an almost 13-year-old and she is so far away from, and I don't want to seem like I'm just not in tune with my kids, but she's so far away from anything like this. I had a sugar-free Red Bull that I was drinking the other day when I was taking her to school.
Mm-hmm.
I said, sweetheart, Daddy's going to let you have one sip. And she was like, oh my God, no, I cannot drink that. That is an energy drink. I said, just take a sip. You can have a little sip. She said, absolutely not. That'll ruin my life. She was, let alone cigarettes.
I've seen what it did to you.
Yeah, let alone cigarettes or beer. She's bugging out over some sugar-free Red Bull. And I said, will the kids at your school sneak these in? She said, when we go to Skate World, some of the boys will buy Monsters and they'll drink them. And their parents don't know it. So these fucking kids at the skating rink are getting all fucked up on Monsters. These 12-year-olds. I heard
you can mix alcohol in those.
They're running around drinking Monsters. Oh, I'm like, man, I've been drinking those with my asshole since I was about 19 years old. You motherfuckers ain't shit.
Yeah, just do it for the taste of it now.
I remember the Monster Assault in the red can.
Oh, yeah.
I gained 140 pounds after I started drinking those. Those opened up the floodgates. Those ruined my life. Those gave me gout, diarrhea, diabetes. It gave me everything.
Gout.
Yeah. Those fucking red assault monsters. They tasted like Robitussin and Monster. They were fucking terrible.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, that's
Gave me a cleft lip.
I got a cleft dick. My dick
Move my asshole up 2 inches.
My dick has a hair lip. Oh, I piss. It comes out like a V shape. It's fucking awful, man.
Oh, you got a permanent lisp on your dick now.
Yeah, when I pee, it whistles. I
Hey
can't.
guys.
I got a whistle dick.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We going to this next one?
If you have a whistle dick, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, sure.
Let's hear that thing whistle.
Hold on a second.
The next. Okay.
No, very good. Go ahead. You can read the
okay.
next one.
All right. Alana Rose Jones. So in February 2015, 26-year-old Alana Rose Jones from Brisbane, Australia, Brisbane, had matched with a man on Tinder. The two meet up and went bar hopping and later to Jones's house. Once there, Jones' date passed out and he received a text message on his phone from his girlfriend asking where he was. Uh-oh. Jones saw the text and decided to give the woman a call. She informed the girlfriend that she and the woman's boyfriend had just slept together. When the man woke up, Jones, in a rage, grabbed a kitchen knife and began slashing the man, telling him to get out of her home. After the man left, Jones called the police, telling them that she had just stabbed a man who tried to attack her. The man did survive his injuries, and Jones, of course, was arrested. She avoided jail time by pleading guilty to the assault charges.
All because they decided to swipe. They decided to swipe and meet one another. These are all occurrences of people meeting one another on Tinder, which is, I just want to bring to light the dangers of meeting up with strangers. And I don't think Tinder is really for, I don't think it's meant for relationships at all. I think it's all a hookup thing is definitely the vibe I'm getting from that. So.
Kind of what it seems like.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to skip this woo one because it's kind of slow, but I'm going to go to this one. Gotcha. This is from Reddit. They said this was a Reddit thread about Tinder horror stories. Not whores as in, people that have had sex with a lot of mates. Talking about scary stuff.
Oh, okay.
After a movie date with a guy I met on Tinder, we came back to my place. We'll call him Dude. I told him we could hang for a little bit, but I have work in the morning, so I would need to go to sleep soon. That's what you tell someone that you don't that you want to leave your fucking house. You say, "Hey, I know it's Saturday night, nobody works on Sunday, but I got work tomorrow, motherfucker. I'm a brain surgeon in the ER. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to leave.
That's why I'm dating your dead ass." Dude said that was fine, but he was hungry and he was going to order food. Okay, sure. First date, the guy's ordering fucking DoorDash to the apartment like it's his place. Hell yeah. Dude goes ahead and orders 2 large subs from Potbelly and a milkshake. Downs it. We end up messing around a little bit and fall asleep in bed. I don't know what messing around means. First, second, third, base, home run. I don't know what it means. I wake up to my front door opening and closing several times over a 5-minute period. My dogs are going nuts and it's 1 a.m. What in the fuck is this guy doing? I walk around the corner to make eye contact with Dude, who's in a squatting position over my toilet with a stick poking around in murky brown poop water that is millimeters from overflowing into my bathroom floor. You got a fucking shit goblin he found in there, man. Horrified.
He went and found a poop stick. Yeah, a poop stick.
Horrified, he yells, "Stop looking at me! Go back to bed. I have it under control."
Poor guy.
I don't think you do, buddy. He did the double Potbelly with the milkshake. It's his own goddamn fault, man.
Dude, yeah, I know. You're clogging yourself up, then you're drinking a milkshake to make the floodgates open.
Oh man, if I was
tempting fate.
There's nothing worse than one of them lactose shits.
Oh, dude.
I'm still waking up trying to understand what I'm seeing and what's going on. And I just start nervous laughing. I don't know what else to do. He yells, "Why don't you have a plunger?" Why don't you fucking have a plunger? And I said, I don't know. I never needed one until now. That's right. Women have little rabbit poops. And guys take big old greasy fucking Thanos shits. If you are a woman and you shit big turds, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. If you attach a picture of your poop, you will immediately be moved to the front of the line.
God damn it. Please don't do it.
No, please. I want the nastiest. And if you send us a picture of your shit with a tampon in there, I'm going to send that to Rob.
Oh, God.
I'll
keep that one in the spank bank.
Yeah, he will. He tells me to go back to bed. He has it under control. I remember hearing him peek in my room a bit later and heard, I fixed it. And then heard him leave and my door closed behind him. The next morning, I hesitantly approach my toilet to find the water is down, but there is something poking out from the bottom of the toilet, like he didn't get it all. Upon further inspection, what I was seeing was the tip of a stick, some gloves, towels, and barbecue tongs. Later, I pulled out approximately 3 foot of stick from my toilet that had broke off, followed by several other stick fragments. Dude had broke several sticks. I heard my door open and close so much because he was going outside to look for a stick and one would break. He was getting some maples from outside. He was getting some fucking some pine.
Oh my God.
He's stick shopping like Michael Jackson. Go get one off the tree, boy. Then
this is crazy.
He'd break the stick and he would go get another one. Dude had left drippy poop water stains all over my bathroom floor.
Aw,
After
man.
work that day, I went straight to the store and bought a plunger.
Oh, that's great.
Ain't
The
nothing
old poop
scarier than when you take a shit and you hit the fucking eject button and that water starts rising, buddy, and it doesn't go down.
Dude.
And there's
That separates the men from the boys right there.
some of those toilets, when you flush them, the water goes up for just a few seconds and then it goes down.
Mhm. Yeah.
And you got to know. You got to know when it gets to that up position where it's not going back down, it just keeps coming. It is time to fucking stick your hand in there like a man and dislodge that turd or grab a plunger. I prefer to go bare knuckled, just like noodling for catfish. You can finesse the turd. You can kind of twist it like you're opening up a pickle jar. You can break it loose. It's easy to do that. But like I said, again, if you're a woman with big old turds, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. I feel like the only people that listen to the show are women with big turds.
It makes sense. It's very telling.
Like one of the looks like a fucking suitcase, yeah.
So I've clogged many a toilet in my time. I'm thinking about it, and I remember toilets overflowing. But I don't think I've ever gotten to the point to where I've had to physically pluck a turd up off the floor. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, dude, I live with
Has it?
people that live in this house with me are absolutely.
Dude, I'm like a ninja, like a toilet ninja when it comes to unclogging a toilet.
No.
Oh, dude.
My children will. So, all right, here's the thing. I live in a bi-level.
Yeah.
All of my business is upstairs.
Right.
I've got an infinitely huge bottom level that just has a podcast studio, and I don't ever come down here for anything. But there's a bathroom down here. These kids will come down here, and this toilet down here is from fucking bedrock. It is old. It's an old toilet, and if you flush that bitch with anything bigger than a turd that's bigger than your thumbnail, it's clogging. And these kids will fucking triple shit in this thing. They'll all shit on top of shit. They'll have a shit party. Like our moms used to do Tupperware. My daughters will have a fucking poop party in this bathroom. And they'll flush it. They'll run the bitch over. And then they'll just let the water run out with the poop and the fucking shit and, all that toilet paper. And then they'll just
poop and the shit.
Yeah, they'll take then they'll take the bath towel and they'll lay it over all the poop water like they're having some kind of fucking Native American burial ceremony. They'll just lay the bath towel over the poop water and they'll fucking leave it. And they'll be like, oh, I didn't know. This has happened twice, dude.
Here lies my favorite turd I've ever pooped.
No. If you ask them, they took a shower down here and they put the towel down for their feet, which makes no goddamn sense. But what they do is they fucking murky shit water and they flush it over, and they try and put it out like a fire. You know, like a fire, you throw a blanket over it. They just try and put a blanket over the
smother it.
poop. Yeah.
Try to smother the turds.
I probably the first 3 emails I'll get from my daughters, dude. The big old fucking rock turds. Disgusting.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's what I got going on here.
That's great.
Like, hey dad, it's me. I know you're looking for girls with big turds. Well, look no further.
I mean, I've had to like my oldest son will clog up the toilet, but I mean it never overflows. But I mean I have to break up his monster turds because they won't go down. He'll just come into the room and he'll just start cracking up laughing. He's like, Dad, I pooped too big and it won't go down. But I mean there'll be like no water in there. It'll just be like a normal size water, but a fucking like a Sasquatch turd sitting in the toilet.
That's great.
So I got to get creative and like use like the damn toilet brush to break it in half or something.
That's gross, dude.
Dude, it's awful.
I like to hit him with a hairbrush. Really, does a good job.
Toothbrush.
Yeah, I use their toothbrushes. Whoever pooped and clogged it up, I use their toothbrush to break it up.
I just take a sock off and just like shove it, like, you know, squish it down in.
Yeah. That's fucking gross too.
That's awful.
I just triple sock up, put 3 socks on my feet and just stomp
There you
it
go.
out, man. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
waffle stomp it.
Let's see here. What we got?
Waterworks.
Here we go. So I met this girl on Tinder and went for a lunch date. We had pretty good connection, so we decided to have dinner as well. After having a few drinks, one thing led to another, and we ended up back at my place. We hooked up and went to sleep. Middle of the night, I wake up. She's intensely staring at me while she's crouched behind the bed. I asked her if everything is all right. She says yes and got back into bed. I thought, a little creepy, but probably nothing to worry about. She lays down to cuddle with me and she's wet. At the time, I was like, damn, I must be a stallion. Fast forward to the morning, she's gone and there's wet puddle beside the bed. She peed on my floor. I still don't understand it. I had a bathroom, but maybe she was just lost and couldn't hold it. I did not hear from her again.
Man, that's fucking gross. I remember one time, I used to have that roommate, Roy. Roy was fucked up drunk one night, and I heard him in his bedroom crashing around, just, running his shit. And I walked in his bedroom like, Roy, what the fuck are you doing, man? He's like, shut the fuck up. And he had his dresser pulled open. He has a drawer. And he was pissing in his drawer.
The old piss drawer.
Yeah. Said, typically, you don't do that there, but
Don't fucking tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, the next day, I'm like, I wouldn't wear that hoodie in the third drawer down, buddy. It's gonna be a little bit of an ammonia smell. A little salty.
Pissy.
Yeah, for sure. All right, this next person said, please, God, don't use my name, so we'll call this person L. I was in community college when I decided it's time for me to go back into the dating game. I decided to use Tinder, matching here and there with dudes. One day I decided to swipe on this guy named, we will call him Murtis Anus. God damn. His name was Kurt.
Damn.
Oh boy, he was something. We met up. I thought things were great. He really swept me off my feet by buying movie tickets in advance. As a first date, we met up and things went well, and I really liked him. We started dating, and we would hang out a lot. We would hang out at parks literally all the time. I know dating can be expensive, so I didn't mind just hanging out. This guy painted a pretty portrait of himself. He had an IT job, and I was impressed. Come to find out, this guy had no job. He would use my money, and I didn't mind. I'm a nice person. Too nice. I had a part-time job, didn't make too much, but I was a caring person and thought, okay, if I help him, he'll return it back when he gets a job. So I was going out through my journey with school, seeing this guy. My parents didn't like him at all. And, parents are a good judge of character. So
yeah,
fucking listen to your parents. But my parents didn't like him at all. But remember, I was in love. Later on down the line,
He manipulated me. He made me think my parents were bad for me, so I ran away to be with him after he and my dad had a falling out. I ran away with this guy. The first week was interesting. I packed a backpack, and keep in mind this is at the peak of COVID. I would sleep in my car or just stay up all night in my car waiting at the parking lot of my ex's job. Money wasn't, so I had to get, she had to get a job at Taco Bell.
Uh-oh.
And we stayed for a month at this guy's friend's house, Kurt's friend's house / apartment. It was fun at first. I didn't feel comfortable doing any of my online classes there, so I would go to my parents' house. By then, we had a powwow, and they decided to make peace with me at least. Once the first stimulus check came, but I didn't get one, but he did, and we got an apartment right across from his friends. I didn't want to live there, but whatever. So we lived there, and I thought things were great. At this point, this sounds like a fucking trailer park experiment gone wrong.
Yes, it does.
Here.
It's great. I love it.
But I wasn't paying any attention in school, and I told my ex I can't balance school and this bullshit relationship. He didn't care, so I went with all the punches. Anyways, I was working at Taco Bell, slinging bean burritos, and me and my ex would smoke fucking every day. Anyways, we were smoking one day, and I was like, hey, how come you never snap me? Because at this point, I would snap him daily, text him when I was at work, and I wouldn't hear from him until I got home.
That's red flag.
Big red flag. I was too tired to notice I was being ignored. I just thought this is normal. Keep in mind, this lazy guy did nothing. His car was trashy. All he would do was work at night at CVS. He would make me do all the cleaning, the cooking, and he would get mad when I would bring my friends over or go out with my fucking friends.
Another huge red flag.
So back to the snap story. I asked him why he never snapped me, and the response was, oh, it's because I have people on there I don't want to talk to, like exes, so I just don't open the app as often. That was an immediate red flag, so I said, let me see your motherfucking phone, bitch. He was deleting stuff left and right when I asked for it right in front of me, so when I got the fucking phone, I didn't see anything the next day. When it came time to go to work and I fell asleep, something in my gut said, check the phone. I checked his phone and found texts from other girls saying, I miss you. Another sent by him saying, we need to see each other soon. Kissy face, heart. When I didn't get any text messages all day, but would slave for this motherfucking asshole. Anyways, I went to work like, okay, it's nothing. I talked with my mom about it. Going home, they went with me when I went back to get my stuff, and it was hell getting my shit from this guy. So to keep this section short, my ex was crazy, bro. When I decided to go back home, he accused me of cheating. He kept blowing up my phone, sending photos of us. It was horrible. He even threatened to come to my job. Like, bro, for what? For what? What the fuck? Anyways, I was a mess, but decided my dumbass needed closure. So I went back for another 2 weeks because I thought people could change. The change was for a day. During those weeks, I adopted a cat who I love. She made coming back to that place good. I was given advice and decided I needed to leave this person. Oh my God, this fucking story is. I feel bad that she went through this. Let me skip here. I thought I loved him. Anyways, the next day, I said I don't want to be with you anymore. This bitch went crazy on me. He yelled at me, telling me I never loved him. I didn't do anything for him, blah, blah, blah. I was trying to grab my pants so I could leave, but he grabbed me hard by my stomach and he wouldn't let go. I honestly thought I was going to be murdered because this bitch had 2 giant samurai swords.
There's another red flag.
The fuck, dude? And I saw them. He threw me on the ground. I made eye contact with the swords, and I was like, well, fuck, this is how I die. So I tried getting out of the walk-in closet, but he wouldn't let me leave. I was able to at least grab my pants and was able to get out, but he grabbed me again and was forcing me to go into the bathroom. I didn't want to go in there, so I was holding onto the doorway for dear life while I was yelling, saying I never loved him. He threw me on the bed and started choking me. I don't know how, but I managed to move my face where I was able to bite his arm until he let go. I bit him so hard he was bleeding. I grabbed my cat. Thank God you saved the cat, baby girl. And I was shaking. I didn't even take my backpack. I grabbed my car keys and left. I tried going back when he had to go to work, and he took everything with him, I think is what she meant.
Yeah.
He took all of his stuff with me in the back of his car and made it so hard to get my things. We made arrangements to get my stuff and would still get harassed with messages. I wasn't able to sleep for weeks. After all this mess was over, I had a new best friend, my cat. I thought the nightmare was over, but this bitch called cussing out my dad like a dummy, threatened him. My dad just ignored him. I dare on my fucking daughter's boyfriends to call and cuss me out.
Oh, man.
I will issue stone cold stunners wherever they need to be divvied out. I promise. I haven't dated since this. It's coming on 2 years now. I'm still a little bit emotionally fucked up. Emotional damage. I'm in a better place in my life. I have my best friend, my cat. And I'm back at a private college. I learned my lesson with this whole internet dating shit. Anyways, thanks for listening to me, bros. I hope my story makes the podcast. If not, go fuck yourselves. I hope you all enjoy this read.
Eat shit.
God damn, that sounds like a rough go at it. You know,
Yeah, that's rough.
as a father, I don't ever want to let my daughters go astray and deal with a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
I will rappel in through a window with a fucking gun and a knife, and I will kill a man. I will kill another man that's doing something like this to my daughters. Some dudes are just the grimiest, slimiest, say anything, do anything to get what they fucking want. And it sickens me to think there's guys out there that are putting women through shit like this.
Yeah.
I wish I could fucking cut off all their dicks and put them in sacks and just throw them in the trash. Cut off their fucking wieners, dude.
Yeah, it sucks, man. There's some really shitty people in this world. I mean,
oh man,
that's like the best we can do as parents. And I mean, I think we both do a pretty good job, especially like on my end. You know, you try to teach your boys the way you should act, and and what's appropriate and what's not, and to try to not be, one of these people that just lets their kids do and act any way they want and not respect other people. That's, it's all about
heartbreaking,
mutual respect and treating people the way, you want to be treated. It's super cliche, but I mean, it's really true. And I mean, if some people don't have that, or they just don't give a shit, that's pretty much what it is.
What I'm working with on my daughters right now, and I'm trying to tell them, I say, because they're starting to deal with some of that preteen drama.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter gets straight A's. She's on the fucking principal's list. She's in honors classes, all that stuff. These girls that are fucking with her they all get straight F's. They're fucking dipshits.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff. And I said, sweetheart, listen to me. This stuff you're dealing with right now with these girls, this shit is not going to matter in 10 years. Whenever you are starting to live your life, this is a very small slice of your life. Albeit, I look back fondly on high school. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
The time after high school has lasted far longer than the time I spent in high school and middle school.
Oh, yeah.
And I told her, I said, you got to leave these bitches in the dust. You got to leave them behind. Forget about it. You got to focus on setting yourself up for the rest of your life. Because these kids are spinning their tires. They're fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm.
In 15 years from now, these fucking kids are still going to be spinning their tires, doing dumb shit, living in poverty, barely able to do shit. So you got to leave them in the rear view, sweetheart. You got to tell them they're holding you down. You gotta get away from them. So that's what I've been dealing with.
Yeah, a lot of people, project their insecurities and their other problems on other people, to try to bring you down. But yeah I mean, that's something we have to teach them about, and let them know, they're probably fucking a miserable person. That's what it comes down to, and they're trying to bring you down
exactly
with them.
When you left last week, or the last time we did the podcast,
mm-hmm.
you hung the wig up on the boom arm for your microphone.
Yeah.
And every time I walk into this goddamn room, about eye level with me is a mullet on a stick. And it looks like a human standing in here. And I've nearly shot the bitch about 3 times. I jumped across the table and tried to kill it once. It scares the shit out of me every time I see it, but I just refuse
Kissed
to take
it one
down.
time.
Yeah, I fucked it once.
Made out with it.
Yeah, I walked up, said, "Hey man, you hear Dale Earnhardt when you're driving too? I want to race, Daddy." Yeah, all right. This next one's all you.
I think it's the last one.
Is it?
No, I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is.
It is. My worst Tinder experience was pretty traumatizing for me at the time. I was a sophomore in college and she was a junior or senior at the same school. Who fucking knows? The first time we ever hung out, I went over to her apartment and we just watched some Netflix and hung out. Nothing crazy. I was thinking, this chick is super cool. We may have something here. So I leave telling her I'd like to see her again if she's down. She told me she would love to and just hit her up whenever and we'll make some plans. That's pretty chill right there. We started texting, Snapchatting throughout the week and organized some plans for the following weekend. Out of nowhere, she starts sending me unsolicited nudes. Never once
noodles?
asked for them. I fucking love me some noodles. Yeah, to me too. Never once asked for them. And when we were hanging out the weekend prior, there was no sexual activity at any level. We quite literally Netflix and chilled. It caught me off guard, but I was more than cool with it. I'm a young college guy, and this hot older chick wants to send me nudes after only hanging out one time. Say less, fam. Fast forward to the weekend. She comes to my apartment, and we're hanging out with my roommates watching something on TV. She asked me if she can stay the night, and after sending me nudes all week, I've kind of figured what was up. So in my head, I'm like, fuck yeah. But I tell her, of course, and to be polite, I offer to sleep on the couch because we've only known each other for all of about 2 weeks and have only seen each other in person one time prior. She tells me she'd rather me sleep in the bed with her, so I know it's on. We get to Netflix and chilling in my room, and I make a move. We start to hook up and eventually wind up having sex. I wore a condom and finished inside of it and tossed it off to the side of my bed. As we're laying there after a few minutes, she gets up abruptly, comes around the side of my bed, and it grabs the condom off the floor and runs into the bathroom.
Oh, no.
I'm a little confused, maybe a little concerned, but kind of brush it off. As I'm laying there in my bed, I hear a loud crash in my bathroom. She yells, "Fuck!" as I ask if she's okay and get no response. I'm a little concerned, thinking this girl just fell in my bathroom and cracked her head open or something. I go to the door and she is standing in my shower with one leg propped up, trying to shove the condom up her vagina after she flipped it inside out. I freak out, no clue what to do. She's clearly freaked out and probably embarrassed. I have no clue. I shut the door and she immediately comes back out and says she's going to leave. And I say, sounds good. I never hear from her again.
That sounds like
crazy.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about that, but
yeah, you can. I don't know if you heard or not, like, or if this is true. This is just what I heard. There's some model. I think she's a model. She's suing Drake, the rapper.
Yeah,
because I guess after he hooks up with these girls, he puts hot sauce in his condoms afterwards and throws them away. So that way, if they get them out of the trash, they won't put it up on. But this girl didn't know about it. And he dumped all this hot sauce inside this condom and she dumped it inside of her.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. And she's trying to sue him for it.
Drake. Instagram model accuses Drake of putting hot sauce inside of and then seemingly responds, "You can have your 15 minutes of fame." An Instagram model is accusing Drake of getting a little too spicy during a recent romantic encounter, which allegedly took place at the rapper's hotel a few weeks ago. The model claims the self-proclaimed certified lover boy, born Aubrey Drake Graham, added a packet of hot sauce into a used condom in order to kill the sperm after the two had sex. After he disposed of the condom, she took it out of the trash and attempted to impregnate herself inside of the bathroom, not realizing what it contained. Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of you. The woman revealed the accusations to the Too Much Hot Tea blog. That sounds like a very reputable news source. Saying that after she screamed due to the burning sensation, Champagne Poppy, as he's known on Instagram, ran into the shitter and allegedly admitted to pouring hot sauce in the condom. He said, baby, 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 baby. Though it's an unusual way to try to prevent pregnancy, the Canadian crooner has previously complained about having to go above and beyond to ensure that women won't collect his spermies. Drake took to Instagram and seemingly addressed the rumors as he posted two brooding pictures of himself. You can have your 15 minutes of fame. I'll take the other 23 hours and 45 minutes, he captioned the post. His friends and followers are quick to joke about the situation, with one simply writing sauce and another adding Cholula Papi. Cholula Papi, in reference to a brand of hot sauce. And they weren't letting the jokes die down. After the God's Plan singer posted another series of photos on Friday, actress Brittany Alina took to those comments writing, "What made you use hot sauce?" Well, another one asked, "What kind of hot sauce was it, fam?" It's understandable why Drake might be somewhat cautious after the birth of his son, Adonis 4, took him by surprise. The rapper shares his baby boy with French painter and former adult star Sophie Brissois. She's 32 years old. In his song March 14th from 2018's Scorpion album, he confirmed that his son was conceived after just one sexual encounter. "She's not my lover like Billie Jean, but the kid is mine."
Oh, okay.
What he said. Wow,
Oh,
man.
It's funny the shit like that happens, man. I mean,
That's how my wife got me all 3 times. No, I know how she got me. She fucking plopped that booty down on my lap.
let you rub her back.
Yeah, she said, "Rub my back," and I said, "Rub my dick." And the rest was pregnancy. It was history.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
All right, Robert. Well, I'd say for a remote episode, not too shabby. Probably not the best we've ever done, but fuck it, dude. You know,
We're doing what we can in the situation that we're presented with. So sorry we couldn't do a YouTube video or
butt fucking
for everybody that actually gives a shit about that. But
Hey.
I mean, yeah.
You know, one question I have: usually, anytime we try and do something at your house, it sounds like a Ringling's fucking circus is coming through town over there. But it's been really quiet the entire time.
Yeah, I told them I would hang them outside the balcony off of from their toes if they came downstairs.
Okay,
they're all chilling upstairs watching Cobra Kai. So
all right, good deal.
They're having
man.
they're having their own little good time.
All right. Well, thanks for fucking hopping on here with me. I know it's
Of course, man.
not ideal, but we'll be back to normal soon enough. And
Yeah, maybe we can do another one.
yeah, I do want to remind we are looking for women with big turds.
Please,
Not big-
Ohio podcast,
Not
at
big
gmail.com.
breasts or big bottoms. We are looking for women with big old fat shits. Real gut rippers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to tell me about your diet. You eat grass or what do you eat? What do you eat?
Fucking grass.
That's what makes me shit when I eat grass.
They just go outside and eat cowtails. Pick them up from ponds.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Goddamn, I got shit so bad, Rob. I gotta go.
But don't clog the toilet up, my friend.
All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, love you guys.